It's not very festive. It's not very festive. Then I'm butchering at 5 a.m. Then I'm butchering at 5 a.m. Does her stepdaughter write? Does her stepdaughter write? The gun is usually oiled by the officer. The gun is usually oiled by the officer. They may not forget weekly. They may not forget weekly. It's nice to have a good book to read. It's nice to have a good book to read. He does handicrafts in his spare time. He does handicrafts in his spare time. Would they listen at sunrise? Would they listen at sunrise? Should he be arrested from time to time? Should he be arrested from time to time? My dog is the cutest animal in the neighborhood. My dog is the cutest animal in the neighborhood. To them. To them. I live in a small part of the city. I live in a small part of the city. Do they question? Do they question? Let me see yours. Let me see yours. He has been working on the project since last Monday. He has been working on the project since last Monday. Do they need help? Do they need help? Maybe we should do this. Maybe we should do this. Concert tickets were purchased online. Concert tickets were purchased online. Coffee brewed by the barista. Coffee brewed by the barista. Have you met new team members? Have you met new team members? We are waiting for the bus to arrive. We are waiting for the bus to arrive. He was late for his appointment. He was late for his appointment. Stepdaughter's registrar. Stepdaughter's registrar. He was a sailor at dusk. He was a sailor at dusk. Does it work every month? Does it work every month? Outside. Outside. Insufficient. Insufficient. Good morning, how are you today? Good morning, how are you today? Did you see my keys? Asked. Did you see my keys? Asked. He used to calculate often. He used to calculate often. The weather was sunny during our vacation. The weather was sunny during our vacation. Can I set up a follow-up appointment for you? Can I set up a follow-up appointment for you? I'm going to school for my brother's books. I'm going to school for my brother's books. Do you have any children? Do you have any children? The decision remained under the influence of the public. The decision remained under the influence of the public. The campaign highlighted in red was John's test campaigns. The campaign highlighted in red was John's test campaigns. You're welcome. You're welcome. My house is bigger than yours. My house is bigger than yours. The car parked in the handicapped spot was fined. The car parked in the handicapped spot was fined. Don't they usually get points? Don't they usually get points? Watch your step. Watch your step. You can do this. You can do this. The payment booth is this way. The payment booth is this way. How to prepare the fish of the day. How to prepare the fish of the day. What is the purpose of this board game? What is the purpose of this board game? They are engineers. They are engineers. He has to study for the math exam. He has to study for the math exam. The situation is very serious. The situation is very serious. There is a lot of milk in the refrigerator. There is a lot of milk in the refrigerator. Together they can form a group. Together they can form a group. When is the bar open? When is the bar open? I'm going on vacation to America next month. I'm going on vacation to America next month. Do you believe I won? Do you believe I won? We went to have dinner with friends after the concert. We went to have dinner with friends after the concert. How long do you think this will take? How long do you think this will take? This kindness touched my heart. This kindness touched my heart. She is knitting a scarf. She is knitting a scarf. Won't you marry? Won't you marry? You are in front of me. You are in front of me. Can't they kill at sunrise? Can't they kill at sunrise? You cannot drive until you have a license. You cannot drive until you have a license. I can't believe it's worth $1 billion. I can't believe it's worth $1 billion. The moon is the closest celestial body to Earth. The moon is the closest celestial body to Earth. He listens to music while working. He listens to music while working. I love you since 1980. I love you since 1980. He was never a sculptor. He was never a sculptor. I'm going to the dentist tomorrow. I'm going to the dentist tomorrow. That means, you're always close. You're always close. I prefer your food. I prefer your food. We must always increase. We must always increase. I've been working on this project all night, he told his friend. I've been working on this project all night, he told his friend. Surgeon at sunset? Surgeon at sunset? How would you like? How would you like? He is the waiter. He is the waiter. Can't appeal after 5 months? Can't appeal after 5 months? Tried a new recipe for dinner. Tried a new recipe for dinner. Shouldn't you be paired after a day? Shouldn't you be paired after a day? Could you please come 15 minutes before your appointment? Could you please come 15 minutes before your appointment? We have been waiting for the bus for half an hour. We have been waiting for the bus for half an hour. They enjoy listening to music while driving. They enjoy listening to music while driving. Does this come in different sizes, colors? Does this come in different sizes, colors? We are here to serve you in any way possible. We are here to serve you in any way possible. You may not get it after 4 p.m. You may not get it after 4 p.m. Are you in this class? Are you in this class? Go on, please. Go on, please. I wish I hadn't lost your phone. I wish I hadn't lost your phone. To close. To close. Your granddaughter is the photographer. Your granddaughter is the photographer. Do you want coffee? Do you want coffee? Grow up. Grow up. I will be looking at him. I will be looking at him. To take. To take. I have to appear. I have to appear. He is playing the guitar. He is playing the guitar. I will wait for you until the end of the day. I will wait for you until the end of the day. I need help for this project, can you help? I need help for this project, can you help? He learned to play the piano when he was little. He learned to play the piano when he was little. Did you go to school? Did you go to school? I'm hungry. I'm hungry. The dress is too tight for me to wear comfortably. The dress is too tight for me to wear comfortably. Beneficiary. Beneficiary. I will be staying in a hotel next week. Examples. I will be staying in a hotel next week. Examples. It doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't do anything for me. Players will rehearse their lines for the play. Players will rehearse their lines for the play. I want to learn English. I want to learn English. I was a student. I was a student. They will install it in 2 years. They will install it in 2 years. Did he usually ride? Did he usually ride? Does this make sense? Does this make sense? How much does a concert ticket cost? How much does a concert ticket cost? That photo belongs to Victor. That photo belongs to Victor. No, you misunderstood. No, you misunderstood. They closed the station. They closed the station. Should be saved for later. Should be saved for later. I would reflect. I would reflect. We reply soon. We reply soon. Do you have a bar? Do you have a bar? He could learn to play the guitar. He could learn to play the guitar. There is something I have to tell you. I love you. There is something I have to tell you. I love you. Should not be created often. Should not be created often. These are beautiful sunflowers. These are beautiful sunflowers. Were his parents foremen? Were his parents foremen? We couldn't believe our eyes when we saw the view. We couldn't believe our eyes when we saw the view. I do not know what to do. I do not know what to do. If only I had listened to my parents' advice, I wouldn't be in this mess. If only I had listened to my parents' advice, I wouldn't be in this mess. Teresa has fewer grapes than Isabel. Teresa has fewer grapes than Isabel. Were we winning 3 in the morning before? Were we winning 3 in the morning before? Our husband was a glazier. Our husband was a glazier. We've seen that movie before. We've seen that movie before. Did we dress up last year? Did we dress up last year? You should respect other people's opinions, even if you disagree. You should respect other people's opinions, even if you disagree. The report has been compiled from various sources. The report has been compiled from various sources. I am so inspired by your creativity. I am so inspired by your creativity. His contribution to the project is invaluable. His contribution to the project is invaluable. He will learn to play golf. He will learn to play golf. Crab salad. Crab salad. Would you please refrain from eating or drinking anything for the next hour? Would you please refrain from eating or drinking anything for the next hour? He is not only a lawyer but also a judge. He is not only a lawyer but also a judge. I will bury this treasure at the bottom of the garden. I will bury this treasure at the bottom of the garden. Where can I find the baby food section? Where can I find the baby food section? Can you help me solve this math problem? Can you help me solve this math problem? Rarely finished? Rarely finished? The company will expand its operations in the coming months. The company will expand its operations in the coming months. What a comfortable bed. What a comfortable bed. To organize. To organize. Will he not create? Will he not create? I'm afraid you're right. I'm afraid you're right. Experience, isn't it? Experience, isn't it? Investing in stocks may seem like a safe bet, but there's always the risk of the stock market crashing. Investing in stocks may seem like a safe bet, but there's always the risk of the stock market crashing. I'm going to play ball in the garden with my friends after class tomorrow. I'm going to play ball in the garden with my friends after class tomorrow. Did he come with? Did he come with? Would take note. Would take note. Continuous improvement is a core value of our company. Continuous improvement is a core value of our company. You can never place it. You can never place it. The students studied hard for the exam, so they prepared well. The students studied hard for the exam, so they prepared well. Believe it or not, for a long time. Believe it or not, for a long time. He left home early because he didn't want to be late. He left home early because he didn't want to be late. Can't you take advantage of it often? Can't you take advantage of it often? Were their mother-in-laws naturalists? Were their mother-in-laws naturalists? Flawless. Flawless. My colleague was a spy. My colleague was a spy. We don't talk to each other like that. We don't talk to each other like that. I was late for my meeting due to traffic jam. I was late for my meeting due to traffic jam. My sister is younger than me. My sister is younger than me. Can I get you a drink? Can I get you a drink? Got rich. Got rich. Do you want coffee? Do you want coffee? We may not be vice presidents often. We may not be vice presidents often. It was nothing. It was nothing. If it's sunny tomorrow, we can have a picnic. If it's sunny tomorrow, we can have a picnic. I'm going on a trip to Europe next month. I'm going on a trip to Europe next month. I have food allergies. Can you afford this? I have food allergies. Can you afford this? They enjoy listening to music while driving. They enjoy listening to music while driving. They will host a dinner party. They will host a dinner party. I need to buy a new laptop for work. I need to buy a new laptop for work. The children were playing hide and seek in the backyard. The children were playing hide and seek in the backyard. We're going on vacation in Hawaii. We're going on vacation in Hawaii. Neighbor inspector. Neighbor inspector. Our half-brother is the air traffic controller. Our half-brother is the air traffic controller. A year later we wouldn't be rangers. A year later we wouldn't be rangers. I could not be a notary public before. I could not be a notary public before. I do not have the necessary skills. I do not have the necessary skills. This is your laptop. This is your laptop. I enjoy reading books. I enjoy reading books. He is very talented at writing. He is very talented at writing. You didn't mention. You didn't mention. Grow up. Grow up. The project was completed on time. The project was completed on time. They go to the lake to swim. They go to the lake to swim. Don't they run? Don't they run? The food looks delicious. The food looks delicious. We must miss. We must miss. We have to do laundry. We have to do laundry. Will it take care of it often? Will it take care of it often? Does he listen every day? Does he listen every day? I can't be late. I have to get up early tomorrow. I can't be late. I have to get up early tomorrow. What is the purpose of your trip? What is the purpose of your trip? I have 2 sons and my eldest son's name is Tommy. This car is his. I have 2 sons and my eldest son's name is Tommy. This car is his. I'm sorry for what I said. I'm sorry for what I said. They were trying on different dresses in the store. They were trying on different dresses in the store. Can I get a refund for this? Can I get a refund for this? She always wears trendy clothes. She always wears trendy clothes. Can't base every day? Can't base every day? How many apples are in the basket? How many apples are in the basket? Change location by clicking the map. Change location by clicking the map. Do you have any fresh vegetables? Do you have any fresh vegetables? Does he have? Does he have? I've never been to Paris, he told me. I've never been to Paris, he told me. Even if it is difficult, we should always strive to improve ourselves. Even if it is difficult, we should always strive to improve ourselves. I could run. I could run. Then you will impose. Then you will impose. Can you tell me when this happened? Can you tell me when this happened? I have to attend a meeting this afternoon. I have to attend a meeting this afternoon. Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story. Relevance. Relevance. They are studying for the history exam. They are studying for the history exam. Please remember this. Please remember this. The package was delivered this morning. The package was delivered this morning. Should they be born? Should they be born? You need to make a follow-up appointment. You need to make a follow-up appointment. They prefer to go for a walk rather than go shopping. They prefer to go for a walk rather than go shopping. Was their mother a rapper? Was their mother a rapper? I have a lot of hope. I have a lot of hope. My close plans. My close plans. It's not very festive. It's not very festive. I remove. I remove. Let's play a cooperative video game. Let's play a cooperative video game. I'm from Istanbul. I'm from Istanbul. Students are preparing for math competition. Students are preparing for math competition. Is the job done? Is the job done? We do not experience. We do not experience. They have little experience to run the project. They have little experience to run the project. I was with Tom. I was with Tom. They must wear a life jacket when using a boat. They must wear a life jacket when using a boat. Recommend. Recommend. Can inquire at noon. Can inquire at noon. I have a doctor's appointment. I have a doctor's appointment. Would it be suitable at dusk? Would it be suitable at dusk? The players will train for the match to be played next week. The players will train for the match to be played next week. A good cook. A good cook. They believe in ghosts. They believe in ghosts. Despite his age, he is still very active and energetic. Despite his age, he is still very active and energetic. I study English every day. I study English every day. Depends on the size of the problem. Depends on the size of the problem. I think we should leave early to avoid traffic. I think we should leave early to avoid traffic. We couldn't have asked for a better host. We couldn't have asked for a better host. She was practicing yoga poses in the living room. She was practicing yoga poses in the living room. The couple got married with a small ceremony. The couple got married with a small ceremony. Here is a wonderful place. Here is a wonderful place. I have a concern. I have a concern. The road is too narrow for two cars to pass side by side. The road is too narrow for two cars to pass side by side. He has been learning to play the guitar for a year. He has been learning to play the guitar for a year. Ambitious. Ambitious. Wasn't it close to night time? Wasn't it close to night time? It's 1:45. It's 1:45. I love chocolate. I love chocolate. Can I borrow your pen? Can I borrow your pen? I finished my homework, he said. I finished my homework, he said. I would like to know. I would like to know. I just finished my homework. I just finished my homework. His house is cleaner than mine. His house is cleaner than mine. Did they come often? Did they come often? Can you be a pharmacist at dusk? Can you be a pharmacist at dusk? Didn't they eat? Didn't they eat? I'm going to the park this afternoon. I'm going to the park this afternoon. His stepmother was a stockbroker. His stepmother was a stockbroker. I saw the man who was your father. I saw the man who was your father. The baby giggles. The baby giggles. You cannot be doing this. You cannot be doing this. Do you have a restaurant? Do you have a restaurant? I want to go to the party, but I have to work early tomorrow too. I want to go to the party, but I have to work early tomorrow too. I will clean my room tomorrow. I will clean my room tomorrow. You roll. You roll. This is concern. This is concern. Meeting time. Meeting time. They went to Japan last year and enjoyed the food and culture. They went to Japan last year and enjoyed the food and culture. The students studied hard for the exam and were relieved when they got good grades. The students studied hard for the exam and were relieved when they got good grades. What is your address? What is your address? Can I have ginger with my sushi? Can I have ginger with my sushi? The cashier managed to give me my coin. The cashier managed to give me my coin. In addition to volunteering at the hospital, he also donates blood regularly. In addition to volunteering at the hospital, he also donates blood regularly. Was I set? Was I set? Is my husband a vocalist? Is my husband a vocalist? They asked, where are you going on vacation? They asked, where are you going on vacation? Do you like often? Do you like often? This makes sense, but I'm still not sure I understand. This makes sense, but I'm still not sure I understand. Not only does he teach math, he also coaches the school's football team. Not only does he teach math, he also coaches the school's football team. Depends on the size of the problem. Depends on the size of the problem. Rarely worried. Rarely worried. My mother will come to us. My mother will come to us. Can't you work often? Can't you work often? May not usually prevail. May not usually prevail. How long will I need to stay in the hospital? How long will I need to stay in the hospital? I just want them to like you. I just want them to like you. I have to donate the oranges. I have to donate the oranges. Do you sell fresh herbs and spices? Do you sell fresh herbs and spices? He enjoys hiking in the mountains. He enjoys hiking in the mountains. Is my uncle the founder? Is my uncle the founder? I'm having second thoughts. I'm having second thoughts. I attended a seminar to gain new knowledge. I attended a seminar to gain new knowledge. The letter received yesterday contained exciting news. The letter received yesterday contained exciting news. They will practice their dance routine all day. They will practice their dance routine all day. Can it continue normally? Can it continue normally? Doesn't he need to fix it? Doesn't he need to fix it? We will work on the project all day. We will work on the project all day. Obviously, there are still many issues that need to be addressed. Obviously, there are still many issues that need to be addressed. I go to the library to study. I go to the library to study. You can order food from the cafeteria. You can order food from the cafeteria. Wouldn't he be a senator after a weekend? Wouldn't he be a senator after a weekend? You wouldn't change. You wouldn't change. Firstly, didn't it bother you afterwards? Didn't it bother you afterwards? Could you pass the salt, please? Could you pass the salt, please? I didn't make a growth plan. I didn't make a growth plan. Her mother-in-law is a virologist. Her mother-in-law is a virologist. Beetroot. The children were playing hide and seek. The children were playing hide and seek. Should not be covered at dusk. Should not be covered at dusk. You need to arrive at the meeting on time. You need to arrive at the meeting on time. Tomorrow they will clean the house. Tomorrow they will clean the house. Can I eat every day? Can I eat every day? They play tennis twice a week. They play tennis twice a week. The person arrested by the police is the suspect of the robbery. The person arrested by the police is the suspect of the robbery. First on the agenda. First on the agenda. Leave it out. Leave it out. Thank you all for your contributions today. Thank you all for your contributions today. I don't want to lose my losses to look good. I don't want to lose my losses to look good. He spent days working on his presentation to deliver it flawlessly. He spent days working on his presentation to deliver it flawlessly. Have you been on any holidays lately? Have you been on any holidays lately? How many sisters and how many brothers do you have? How many sisters and how many brothers do you have? Your wife is an alchemist. Your wife is an alchemist. They have never been to Europe before. They have never been to Europe before. Next month we will do a photo shoot for our website. Next month we will do a photo shoot for our website. We've never been to Japan. We've never been to Japan. Aren't you normally supposed to be a sportscaster? Aren't you normally supposed to be a sportscaster? I want to visit my friend. I want to visit my friend. I'll have the chocolate lava cake for dessert. I'll have the chocolate lava cake for dessert. This is fascinating. This is fascinating. We've been friends for a long time. We've been friends for a long time. When are you going to school? When are you going to school? They said, if we don't go now, we'll be late. They said, if we don't go now, we'll be late. They like to go for a walk on the weekends. They like to go for a walk on the weekends. We clean the house on the weekend. We clean the house on the weekend. The exit is there. The exit is there. Can we normally be a mechanic? Can we normally be a mechanic? They are the rule. They are the rule. Wasn't he the assistant chief every day? Wasn't he the assistant chief every day? Did you recognize me at 2 o'clock the night before? Did you recognize me at 2 o'clock the night before? He could finance it right away. He could finance it right away. They are important to me and I think they are important to you too. They are important to me and I think they are important to you too. He started working for the company 2 weeks ago. He started working for the company 2 weeks ago. She doesn't know that she is. She doesn't know that she is. They will play tennis at 4. They will play tennis at 4. You are great. You are great. It's sure to happen eventually. It's sure to happen eventually. Would not control. Would not control. He plays video games all morning. He plays video games all morning. Every day we wouldn't notice. Every day we wouldn't notice. What a talented musician. What a talented musician. I'm sick so I'll stay in bed. I'm sick so I'll stay in bed. We knew from the beginning that this would be a difficult task. We knew from the beginning that this would be a difficult task. Loyalty. Loyalty. Can I publish from time to time? Can I publish from time to time? Can't be added after one night? Can't be added after one night? I've been studying math for hours. I've been studying math for hours. The movie was shot on location. The movie was shot on location. Would he teach? Would he teach? Do you have sugar? Do you have sugar? They have a guide. They have a guide. My family goes shopping every Saturday. My family goes shopping every Saturday. I can't eat spicy food. It makes me sick. I can't eat spicy food. It makes me sick. The children drew pictures with crayons. The children drew pictures with crayons. The leaves of the trees were green and alive. The leaves of the trees were green and alive. Can't it? Can't it? Do you have a non-alcoholic beer option? Do you have a non-alcoholic beer option? Do you know? Do you know? How was your weekend? How was your weekend? Unfortunately, we don't have much time. Unfortunately, we don't have much time. I came back for you, but you were gone. I came back for you, but you were gone. I'd like half a kilo of ground beef, please. I'd like half a kilo of ground beef, please. He is a patient. He is a patient. We don't have a lot of code coverage. We don't have a lot of code coverage. The bus was very comfortable. The bus was very comfortable. Let me see yours. Let me see yours. We had dinner around 8 o'clock. We had dinner around 8 o'clock. Did not stay often. Did not stay often. Sounds great. Sounds great. I couldn't wait to get back home. I couldn't wait to get back home. Firstly. Firstly. Can't they force? Can't they force? Shouldn't you mess around at sunset? Shouldn't you mess around at sunset? He was born in a small town. He was born in a small town. Once in a month. Once in a month. I will get back to you on this. I will get back to you on this. The picture was greatly appreciated by the visitors. The picture was greatly appreciated by the visitors. Sometimes a urologist. Sometimes a urologist. Will you trust before? Will you trust before? I don't want to lose my losses for magazines. I don't want to lose my losses for magazines. I don't destroy every day. I don't destroy every day. What is the weather forecast for today? What is the weather forecast for today? The movie will have already started when we arrive. The movie will have already started when we arrive. He will work on his project all night. He will work on his project all night. I can paint yearly. I can paint yearly. We will have finished the project by the end of the week. We will have finished the project by the end of the week. These days. These days. You gave names at sunset. You gave names at sunset. The dinner party was ruined by the politics debate. The dinner party was ruined by the politics debate. It wasn't as fateful as it was. It wasn't as fateful as it was. You were on leave. You were on leave. Should I buy a car? Should I buy a car? I get up early in the morning and have my breakfast too. I get up early in the morning and have my breakfast too. Can you tell me how to get to the bank? Can you tell me how to get to the bank? It is good to eat fruits and vegetables. It is good to eat fruits and vegetables. I've already seen the sunrise. I've already seen the sunrise. They are currently cleaning their rooms. They are currently cleaning their rooms. I should marry. I should marry. Let's set up a meeting to discuss the project. Let's set up a meeting to discuss the project. He may have to work late tonight. He may have to work late tonight. The error was fixed immediately. The error was fixed immediately. I had to transfer to another bus. I had to transfer to another bus. We can become congressmen in 2 weeks. We can become congressmen in 2 weeks. He couldn't get it every month. He couldn't get it every month. Must lose. Must lose. I am in pain. I am in pain. His brother-in-law was a janitor. His brother-in-law was a janitor. He brushes his teeth twice a day. He brushes his teeth twice a day. Will I be a doctor at night? Will I be a doctor at night? Give me the best book niches. Give me the best book niches. Do you have a big family? Do you have a big family? The black and white dog belongs to my neighbor. The black and white dog belongs to my neighbor. My friend was the owner. My friend was the owner. Can make a promise later in the morning. Can make a promise later in the morning. Should the nutritionist be 2 weeks? Should the nutritionist be 2 weeks? Couldn't we have danced 4 nights before? Couldn't we have danced 4 nights before? We played football on the weekend. We played football on the weekend. Then you won't be the morning messenger. Then you won't be the morning messenger. You counted. You counted. I will be working on my new project next week. I will be working on my new project next week. Where do you get? Where do you get? Was your father a truck driver? Was your father a truck driver? Subtract. Subtract. After some rest, I feel much better. After some rest, I feel much better. Didn't you protect me right away? Didn't you protect me right away? Can't he teach? Can't he teach? He can forget his anniversary again. He can forget his anniversary again. Not in the traveler's country? Not in the traveler's country? What is the name of the professor giving today's lecture? What is the name of the professor giving today's lecture? What is the price? What is the price? That address. That address. Students presented their projects in class. Students presented their projects in class. It was a beautiful day out of the office. It was a beautiful day out of the office. The doctor will be with you shortly to discuss the results. The doctor will be with you shortly to discuss the results. Tommy was aware of the situation. Tommy was aware of the situation. Can't handle the dawn? Can't handle the dawn? Could you open the window, please? Could you open the window, please? Sorry for being late. Sorry for being late. How many people attend the meeting exactly? How many people attend the meeting exactly? Can you give me some pain medicine? Can you give me some pain medicine? How are you? How are you? Mealtime. Mealtime. Why do you work? Why do you work? I bought a new phone. I bought a new phone. Which is your favorite mall? Which is your favorite mall? Can surround weekly. Can surround weekly. It's getting cold outside. It's getting cold outside. Century. Century. Have you ever tried skydiving before your trip to Australia? Have you ever tried skydiving before your trip to Australia? Realizing our actions in line with a purpose is the key to success. Realizing our actions in line with a purpose is the key to success. They never started. They never started. 1 minute. 1 minute. You will come on time. You will come on time. He was in the kitchen preparing dinner for his family. He was in the kitchen preparing dinner for his family. They had eaten before going to the movies. They had eaten before going to the movies. Even though the budget is tight, we can still run it. Even though the budget is tight, we can still run it. Shall we rock for 2 weeks? Shall we rock for 2 weeks? Enjoy your meal. Enjoy your meal. I wish we hadn't missed the train. I wish we hadn't missed the train. Pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you. Will he not create? Will he not create? Should I take it now? Should I take it now? I want one of these. I want one of these. I would climb Mount Everest if I could. I would climb Mount Everest if I could. Would he prove it? Would he prove it? Could it be the innkeeper? Could it be the innkeeper? Shouldn't you be putting 4 weekends back? Shouldn't you be putting 4 weekends back? John took a nap. John took a nap. I had to go to school. I had to go to school. In the evening he will be learning a new language. In the evening he will be learning a new language. Would you like some water? Would you like some water? The hungry children ate the cake. The hungry children ate the cake. Please contact me or my team with your question. Please contact me or my team with your question. 5 days ago he was not afraid. 5 days ago he was not afraid. I'm not included. I'm not included. I'll lend you my book on condition that you return it. I'll lend you my book on condition that you return it. These vegetables are fresh from the garden. These vegetables are fresh from the garden. I need to buy a new briefcase. I need to buy a new briefcase. Our mother-in-law is a butler. Our mother-in-law is a butler. I shouldn't say 1 second later. I shouldn't say 1 second later. They traveled to Spain. They traveled to Spain.